Hello and welcome back. It's time for map number 3. It's SB versus FaZe, and at the moment, FaZe are not there. They are not bringing the game they need to beat SB, and so they are 2-0 down as we jump into the blitz.
Yeah, let's go ahead, hop right into the action here. Fun fact, Sensor 52 caps, the highest of strictly business for this squad, so let's see if he's going to be able to do that. And he gets a kill there, and I probably wouldn't have done that, and I think he ends up getting stunned by his own teammate. Nope, and there's going to be a guy up top, so that's going to cost him on that one. No one really making any moves yet inside of the respective blitz zones, as you have Apathy getting taken out by a grenade there. Saints once again jumping on board with him, finding one player inside of Fire, able to take him out. Now going to go for that challenge inside of Green, or inside of Owens. Let's see if he can make this happen.
Both teams are going to want to get a lot of bodies into that kill zone in the middle. As Saints picked it up, it's now 1-0. And you know, so they're going to, it's kind of, this match goes back and forth. You kind of see the teams, if they get the defense nailed, they'll quickly push out. Getting across the middle is always dangerous because you don't really have time always to check every corner along those long sight lines. And you know, so the defense is also it's very close quarters, the defense on this map.
Yeah, it is, because you have two very confined spaces, right? I mean, you have the you know, this particular blitz trap inside of the garage. That in itself is a very dangerous spot. And on the other side, you have Blitz and Owens, where it has like multiple angles of attack. I think and again, this is all my opinion, but I personally do feel like with this particular map, with this particular game and these two teams, you're not going to see crazy scores here. It's just because of the way that it's set up.
No, I wouldn't be surprised to see trades going on all over the show. Both teams trying to get it. There we go. Get shut down. Not able to get into this one. Here goes Apathy now. He's going to make a kill. He should have a clean run, and he is going to get in. And he has managed to bring it right away. The trade is going to happen so frequently here. If you can't trade as a blitz team, then you've already lost this game, because so many of the big teams, they're not even, if they lose a flag, it's fine, but trading is the key point. If you can win a trade even twice, you put yourself in the better position, simply because if you can continue to trade, then you've automatically won the game.
Now it's going to be all about lane control and seeing if you can make those shutdowns happen. There's going to be one player right behind that wall. That's going to be, actually, let's see who that is. That's going to be Replays there, waiting right around the corner. Saints is going to go in there for the challenge. Saints, by the way, 8-4, 8-5 after that death, but still a great start for him. Apathy trying to make some moves. That's not going to happen. Sensor on the other side. He's going to be inside of enemy territory. He is going to have a teammate there for support.
Good positioning.
And
Look
he's not going to shoot anyone and slide right in for a blitz cap.
You don't get it easier than that, and that's why people will run certain routes. He knew he could make some kills off the spawn if he had to, but if you can just get behind that back line, it's going to go so well. Now, it's actually going to be FaZe pushing up. Sensor on the defense. He's going to know there are enemy players in this area. His team is now cleaning house. Sensor takes that kill as well, and now they can push out once again. If you can keep the pressure on this map and keep the enemy team away, you can usually start winning those trades and just starting to put a little bit of a lead.
Yeah, now this is the tried and true strategy here, right? As Sensors are going to push in there and not knowing that there's going to be another player there, that's going to be a cap. And now they might go for this relay. Look for this one player that's actually going to be Replays here to make this stop. He manages to do so. That's going to be clutch for them because they do not want this one to go to a 5-2. That would be really bad, especially at the start of this round. Saints finding a player over by the underground entrance as he gets picked off himself. And honestly, the way I'm looking at it here, Strictly Business has full control of the mid-map. They know where the lanes are covered.
Oh, they do. Like, so this is about this killing zone here in the middle. You can shut it down. You actually shut down, you know, most of the way. It's only underground you can go. But if that door is closed at the same time, you're going to know people to come through it. And now all SB have to do is continue trading, continue running it like they have. They take it to 5-2 at the same time. And like I said, FaZe are just not having a great start. Once again, there's 1 minute 8 left to go. And they need to really turn up and start winning these trades. They're being pinned in, they're losing mid-map control, and the more aggressive team on Blitz is usually the one that wins it.
And what's kind of nuts, though, is that you have Replays and Proofy, 10 kills each, 11 kills and 7 deaths here for Replays. I mean, he's playing great. They just got to create that lane for Classic to be able to move in there and get a cap. Since he has 2 caps here, I'm assuming he's going to be the one really pushing up to try and see if he can make some caps happen. Great challenge here by Replays now. This could be that chance, but he gets stopped. And again, it's just the lanes, man. The way that they're just winning their gunfights with such demand, it really is something to admire.
Strictly Business are just holding the middle. They're just slaying any FaZe player who comes anywhere near us. They're now leading 6-2. Like I said, you can't, no matter how many kills you make on the defense, if you can't get into attack, you can't do anything. This isn't about securing your home flag. It's not about playing goalie. It's about getting them on there. It's now 7-2 as another one goes in, and all of a sudden, FaZe have a massive hill to climb in the second half, as it looks like this is going to end at 7-2 to SB. Oh my goodness.
This is not good for FaZe.
Oh, this is absolutely terrible.
If you're a FaZe fan, you're a little concerned right now. What is going on where you have, I mean, at one point, you had Replays and Proofy both slaying and doing a good job at that, but they just weren't getting in there. And then out of nowhere, you have Dito and Saints that just go off. And then that just creates lanes for Apathy and Sensor to push in. Now we're going to go ahead and stick here with FaZe, see what they're going to do, see how they're going to react here on this second half.
I think FaZe are going to come back a little bit in this one. I usually like attacking the way they're going as well. If they can get that pressure on, get the pressure onto SB early, do not let them get you on the back foot, because they do, they're just going to run you off the map again like they did last time.
Yep, and now looking, Proofy's waiting to see if this player is going to challenge. He's going to be right on top of the tracks, able to win that one. It's going to be 2 down right now. Apathy and Saints last 2 left alive, as JCap and Replay is going to be the last 2 left alive now. JCap needs to just continue to watch the mid and watch that right side, because that is going to be killer, especially if you see players that they're going to try and push up over by the tracks, but the enemy scores right under the nose of JCap. That has to be frustrating for him.
It does. It just looks like FaZe are too slow to really get out there. They're not mixing it up with SB. SB are just coming forward at them time and time again, and even when they trade, SB are being so aggressive that they're just coming off the respawn faster than FaZe can kill them.
Yeah, that's right. And another cap here for Strictly Business. Although they were able to respond, it is going to be 9-3. Down by 6 here, Brycey. I'm worried because with FaZe down like this, we've seen in the past, and this is something that I actually spoke about before. One thing that I always worry about is how Proofy and JCap react after a loss, right? Because we've seen them in Envy when they lost the next round, they ended up losing it straight up. That would be absolutely heartbreaking for FaZe. But again, this is the thing that you always have to take note with Strictly Business. Everyone sleeps on them. I slept on them, and they're just proving everyone wrong right now. They could potentially 3-0 this one. That's nuts to think about.
This is the opportunity for FaZe now. They have to keep this pressure up. They've got it. They have to keep going. They have to keep making these kills, flood it with bodies. They've got to come back here. It's 6 points down. That's 51 seconds worth of caps that they have to get. And I said, at the moment, they're not going to be able to do it. They have to keep pushing ahead, be so aggressive. You cannot rely on getting all those in the 51 seconds. But there we go, get another one back. Now 5 difference. They need to keep winning.
That's right, and they have players in there. So let's actually see, who is this that's going to be hanging out? That's going to be JCap. He needs to stay alive, and he ends up getting picked off as soon as he turns around the corner. No player here for FaZe in a position to make a cap happen. You can see Classic, maybe if he wins his gun battle, but he ends up getting shut down. Enemy scores again. That's going to be 11-5, and that 6-point lead comes back again to haunt FaZe.
It really is. They don't have a lot left now to really start getting it back. 2 minutes 35.
And they're not out of it, though.
They're not out of it, but they're going to have to find another gear. Well, the way they're playing at the moment is just not good enough. As JCap gets the kill and gets in, they're going to have to keep going. They cannot afford a trade. Every single trade that SB managed to get is another 10 seconds wasted for this FaZe lineup. Yeah,
and they have to get that control of the lanes there. You can see Strictly Business. Let's actually go ahead and bring up Oracle mode and see what's going on. They're all going to be bunched up there on the left side. JCap is going to get taken out. Last person left alive is going to be replaced. He needs to get these kills here. If they get this run, this is going to be dangerous. One guy's going to be right behind this tanker. Great shot right underneath it, right underneath that trash can. That's going to be, or not trash can, but that giant piece of metal. That was going to be a good kill there for him. Replays now pushing up one guy on the left, but there's going to be another cap. And again, Brycey, that 6-point deficit. This is not what they need.
It is not. I said it's coming down to the wire now. 51 seconds is the mathematical number you need to keep an eye on, because after that point they cannot win or even bring it to a draw. They need to just get in there now and start getting these points. They cannot afford to let this time go. Replays now waiting. I said waiting is not going to be good enough. Look at the control SB have.
They're pushed up, and again, it's lane control, man. Like their SBs just did a brilliant job of making sure that no matter what, and there you go with that right there. I mean, that pretty much could just seal the deal there if they're not careful. If they're able to make a couple caps, I mean, great. But that's the thing about FaZe, right? That we're seeing when they needed to get aggressive, and I know they need to watch their lanes, right?
They have 4 seconds to cap.
You have to be mindful of these kinds of things. You have to know, like, where are they going to be in relative position to where I am? So now looking, Proofy's going to try and go for the fake here, go for a cap. Just getting to that dangerously close time as we hit 51 seconds. I mean, that's pretty much going to wrap it up.
Looking at it, it's mathematically impossible for them to come back now. But looking at the actual KD ratios there, you can actually see that SB haven't massively outslayed FaZe. No. What they've done is that all of FaZe's kills were by their own point. They were all on the defense, And the SB were like, you know what, like I said, you can kill us, but we're just going to get back on the respawn.
Yep.
And in fact, you have to get to our flag, but you have to run past to make basically 2 kills. You have to kill them and then kill them again because you're so far back to try and get a point. SB just did it so much better. They made a kill, they got a cap. They lost the kill, they were already back in the respawn before FaZe could come forward, and that has been the difference here. It's going to end at 15-6. I think FaZe have just given up, but oh my goodness, Strictly Business have taken this 3-0 in the first game.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is pretty much going to do it here as FaZe goes to the losers bracket and messes up everybody's bracket. But on top of which, that puts Strictly Business 1 game away from being able to go to COD Champs. Now, here's the other crazy part about this. Complexity, if they end up meeting them in this matchup, that is going to be one for the ages. It's
certainly, at the moment, the way SB are playing, I wouldn't count them out. That could be the titan killer of Complexity. Complexity already, I mean, their game on the main stage we have seen is already over, I believe. And they did look so dominant there, but that was against 16 seed final boss. SB are a very different animal.
Very different team, guys. A team that, honestly, I eat my words. You know what? I mean, I wrote them. I thought Final Boss was going to be able to upset them, but now if Final Boss goes down to losers bracket, that means FaZe is going to be Final Boss or meet Final Boss in the losers bracket round 1. Changes the scope of everything.
Oh, it most certainly does. I mean, what a game for the first one there. Little bit, not major upset. Like I said, it was kind of split who was going to pick who, but a few people were kind of banking on FaZe to just take this one and then maybe like drop the next one and then go in the losers bracket. But they have now lost the first one. They've made it so much harder for themselves. Strictly Business are going, we just need one. Just one more game and we get to the World Championships.
All right, guys, so we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we're going to have another game here at the Call of Duty US Championships in Full Sail University. Of course, guys, make sure you tweet the stream, www.mlg.tv. We'll see you guys in just a bit. Enjoy the commercials, and we'll be right back.